Hello, Assalamualaikum. So, we are from Group 7 from EDLE 1207. So, for today's video, we're going to explain about the cooperative learning. So, I'm going to explaining the goals of the cooperative learning. The first thing that we're going to look at is the cooperative learning goals. Firstly, cooperative goals is to ensure interaction between each other. How? The students have to work in group. They have to interact between each other in order to solve the tasks that have been given from the teacher. They have to discuss, explain their ideas to their friends to achieve same understandings so they can work cooperatively. The next goal is cooperative learning also enables the students to achieve the objective lesson. The teacher will give instructions and tells them what they have to do. The group which managed to learn and gain the objective which has been set up by the teacher, the group will be considered as succeed. Moving on, we're going to take a look at the next goal of cooperative learning, which is to develop self-improvement, which means the ability to improve their knowledge or skills. Working as a team, the students have to give contributions to do the task given. So some of the students who didn't have the values which needed in a teamwork, they will be guided by the leader by ensuring that all members master the assigned material. For example, if one of the members is a slow learner, his friends will help him in terms of understanding and ability to do the task. Then, cooperative learning also aims to create less stress and interesting way of learning. It is fun to share ideas and share the hard work with the group members, unlike doing the work on one's own. Lastly, cultivate competitiveness also becomes the goal of cooperative learning. The succeed group will be rewarded. So, they are exposed in a competitive environment as they struggle to be the best among others. The desire of winning drives into the hard work. As a result, the students can apply this value as their motivation in learning. So, limitations is the thing that could cause the process to be more complicated than first perceived, also might disrupt the learners to use it. One of the limitations of cooperative learning is group management, as cooperative learning requires few elements and process which have to be structured. It might be an issue if the teacher and the students lack of understanding of the concepts of cooperative learning. Group can be dysfunctional. Then cooperative learning might have issue in achievement needs. The main priority of cooperative learning, of course, is to create effective method of learning. Besides, it benefits the participants with individuals' desire for significant accomplishment. However, if the group member tend to focus unnecessary aspects rather than focus on the goals and the objective, the students will fail to achieve what they need based on their positive expectations towards this cooperative learning. Next, cooperative learning might not working if the group member is irresponsible by not giving any contributions or play the roles. This bad attitude will affect the team processing and performance, as the main key of successful team is the teamwork. Lastly, some of the groups might not have the ability of performing cooperative learning correctly. Cooperation learning needs consistent benefaction from each member. Some people didn't have potential to fulfill the expectations of their friends. Moreover, cooperation learning requires the participants to work in group. However, some of them are more prefer working individual, which may lead into conflict of communication.
Next, I will explain the principle of cooperative learning. There are many principles for this cooperative learning, but I will only share some of them. First and foremost, the principle of cooperative learnings are heterogeneous grouping. Heterogeneous means are diverse in character or content. This principle means that the students do collaborative learning tasks based on a group with several variables, including sex, ethnicity, social class, religions, and personality. This grouping encourages students to see a different character and learn to work with people other than themselves. Next, we have collaborative skill. This skill devotes class time for students to learn about and reflect on their collaborative skill, such as asking for help, offering suggestions and feedback, and providing reasons. When students use their collaborative skill, their group are likely to function better, and this skill will benefit them in many areas of their present and even future. The third one, we have equal participation. Sometimes, in a group of students, there will be students who want to lead everything on his or her own. This kind of student denies the others chance to participate and interact in group discussion. So, by this cooperative learning, all of the students will have their opportunity to participate, since this learning offers many ways of promoting more equal participants among group members. This collaborative learning lets all members voice their opinions and join the discussion and the others without having a particular student who leads in everything. Next, we have positive interdependence. When positive interdependence exists among members of a group, they feel what helps one member of the group supports them. It is based on all for one, one for all. They think that they should and want to help each other achieve a lot of goal in the task given. Now, let's look at group autonomy. This group autonomy encourages students to look first to their group mates when they need help or want feedback instead of depending too much on their teacher. These principles will make students more independent without relying on their teacher. As Roger Johnson writes, teachers must trust peer interaction to do many things they have felt responsible for themselves. Next, we have the principle of individual accountability. This principle puts pressure on members to do their fair share in the groups. Hence, students need to use the opportunities provided to contribute what they can do to their group. Last but not least, we have cooperation as a value. The principle means that cooperation becomes part of the content to learn, while builds on positive interdependence and seek to spread the feeling of one for all for one. The hope in this principle is that students will view cooperation as their preferred option rather than working on their own.
Teaching learning process. In cooperative learning, there are a few stages of how it works. First is by forming. Students will try hard to make sure the group does not implicate by their action. This is the time of organization and orientation to tasks, as students will be divided into groups. The tasks and information about them will be identified. At this stage, they will think how well they can contribute to the group. They will try to be in their best behavior because the member will develop group guidelines, either by consensus or by informal testing of behaviors. Second is storming, which is students' emotional response. In this stage, we can see some individual emotional response. Some conundrum will appear as the demands of the task will trigger a part of this response when the task becomes harder. Varied understanding of tasks and role are expressed or become apparent. Differences between members may be expressed in a hostile manner, and members may wonder if they want to be a part of the group. Third is norming. The group will be united in this stage. Students start to act as a group and try to contribute to the group unity because the communication is opening up and developing. Information is being exchanged and ideas and opinions are shared. The last stage is performing. The group start completing their tasks. Everyone is focused on constructive action directed towards successful completion of the task. The interpersonal and task behavior with shared understanding start to merge, and functionality is the main idea. Problem solving will be primarily directed to the work. There are many activities that can be done through cooperative learning. First is think, pair, share. It also can be called turn and talk. Teacher poses a question to the group, and each student has a minute or two to think about the question. Then they turn and discuss with someone sitting next to them, and then share with the whole class. Next is jigsaw. Students are placed into home groups and expert groups, which is each group assigned a different topic within the same general topic. Students work on researching their topic with others who have the same topic, which is their expert group, and then return back to their home group to teach them about their topic. Together, all pieces come together to form a complete product. Third is numbered head together. Students are placed into groups and given a number in their group. Students are asked a question and discuss it with their group members. When time is up, the teachers call a number, and all students that number stand up and take turns sharing what they discuss in their groups. The student able to build on and connect similar ideas among the groups and broaden the conversation. Fourth is tea party. Students form two circles facing each other, one inner circle and one outer circle. The students are given a question, then they are to discuss the question with the students they are facing. The student on the outer circle move in one direction. They have a new partner to discuss with. Another question is asked, and more discussion is created with new partner. And the last one is round robin. Students are sitting with group which contain 3 to 4 students, and their teacher asks them a question or give them a problem to solve. The question or problems are deliberating chosen, in that there are multiple ways to solve the problem and multiple points for discussion. Students in their group take turns and answer and sharing their ideas with each other, working together to come up with an answer that they all give on.
So we have reached the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.